Hello and welcome back to Dun Dun Dun, we don't know yet. Alrighty, hello. So I decided to do voiceover today. I do skip through like quite a bit of the stuff. I was trying to keep the video pretty short, and yeah, we're gonna keep this voiceover kind of short too. So I took my bronzer and I was using it as like my crease color. It's the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. So I was doing that. And the eyeshadow palette I was using is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette. And I was using that first shade that I was using was Rush. So yeah, I'm just kind of blending that and flicking it out. All right, so next step I did was took the shade Alert, and I kind of did the same thing that I did with that first shade, but just kind of put it a little more onto the outer part of the lid as well. And then I just kind of, and a lot of the parts that I skipped or like deleted out of is just a lot of blending. Like I would go back in with the first brush that I used and try to blend out all the harsh lines. So now I took Mugshot and put that just kind of on the outer part as well, and did some more blending, of course. Next I did Framed to kind of add a little bit of like purple and darkness to it as well. So in this clip, I just took like a smaller brush and used that same purple shade just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. And then while I'm just doing that, I kind of wanted to say, because Marlon said in my last video that I need to like open up a little bit more. And I completely agree. I just need some time. I still get a little nervous in front of the camera. Like right now, I'm super awkward even though I'm literally just recording my voice. So forgive me, I'll be fun at some point, I promise. In this clip, I'm using that same shade, the Framed, just to kind of like, I don't even know. Put it on my lash line so my lashes wouldn't look so funky. Now I'm doing my brows with the NYX Professional, oh my god, I don't know how to read. Precision Brow Pencil. And yeah, I kind of skipped through most of these just because it's boring and I don't really do too much. Alright, so here I was taking my concealer and kind of just carving out that little spot that I was going to put some sparkly eyeshadow on, which I'll go ahead and say what I used. I did, because I did change palettes for the sparkle. It was the Morphe, oh my goodness, this Morphe 35F, I think. The 35F palette, and then it was like the shade all the way to the right. The top right shade is what I used, and I'll show it in a second, but I might as well tell y'all already. So here I went in that same Morphe palette, the 35F, and took like a sparkly dark purple shade, just to kind of add a little bit of that purple back, and I wanted it to be a little shimmery, but then I ended up not like loving it, so I just went over it again with that same purple from the first palette we used. All right, now it's time for foundation. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth, not the matte and poreless, dewy and smooth. And yeah, oh, what shade did I use? Does it matter? 105 Fair Ivory, because I am pasty. And then I also use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in probably the lightest one. I don't want to dig. So for the lower lashes, when I get a little nervous, I start singing. I just literally used what was left over on my brushes. I did a little bit of the purple shade and then some of the orange one as well. Pretty much just what was left over and kind of blended that on there. For bronzer, I used the same that I used in my crease in the very beginning of the video, the Essence bronzer. And you see me in just a second get my little dandruff flake. I finally realized it was there. And I do use an eyeshadow from the James Charles palette. You see me pointing right there. I don't know the names of those. And I blew like most of it off. I tried to get very little product on the brush, and I used that as my blush because I wanted a very warm one to kind of match the eyes. Just go in with my stippling brush and blend that out. And then I use this Tarte Don't Quit Your Daydream palette. I've had it forever. And I use that gold shade. Let me see what it's called. Shine On for my highlight and for like my brow bone highlight. And I do eventually put it in my inner corner and stuff as well. All right, and here I end up just throwing my lashes on and a little lip. And you can see I was talking. I guess I planned on doing an outro. Right there I was telling y'all how horrible my lashes were. Well, dandruff flake is back. But I was trying to rip glue off of the lash band and I tore the actual lash. So it is last time I'm using those. So there is the look of it. Maybe someday I'll get better at these. Probably have boogers.